Hello viewers of SSBC, welcome to our exclusive episode of the Round Table Show. Today we are pleased to be joined by the Governor of Tong State, His Excellency Akech Tong, who will be telling us on some of the developmental projects and some of the new special things that he has done since his appointment as the Governor of Tong State. We'll also be looking on some of the challenges the Governor is facing and what has he done to ensure that all these challenges are brought to an end. Governor, you're welcome to the program.
Yeah, thank you for the program. Thank you.
Governor, let's talk about the political situation in Tong State. How do you describe the political situation generally in your state?
Yeah, thank you. That is a very good question because the political situation at the moment, you know, the country facing a lot of challenges. Tong State now is quite bit. It's not like the same, but people are still talking on the media, again the state and all this. But what I want to tell them is that our situation at the moment is moving slowly. Okay. That you take a step from the step to steps, which is improving, especially security situation is improving now. I can't say that political situation is improving, but it's going well according to the situation I realize in the state, because our people took a word of opposition to be a challenge to the leaders. When you are in the position, you can be challenged by opposition. While we have a lean government, as you know, that we have 7 only ministers, and then we have 3 advisors, which is the whole government of the state, including the deputy governor and the governor. Yes. When you leave aside or to divide the power sharing to the people, it cannot complete the numbers of the ethnic group that in those areas. We they took it when we left them. They say that we have been left out, then we have been marginalized, we are not, the government is not taking care of us and all this. But the areas itself and the services that are being made by the certain ministers is going to all county or to all state, not to individual village. Then it means that when I come from a certain clan, then I can work for my clan. No. People cannot understand that properly. But the minister is the minister for all state, like the minister of central government here. One person can be a minister of health, like minister of health here now. Yes. He's serving all the country. Yes. That one is supposed to be known by our people. When somebody who is appointed there, it's serving all the state. They need every clan to have its own minister, which cannot be possible. That one, you need our people to understand it properly. Yes. That's why you see now when they divided the new states. Every clan need to have a state. Yes. Yeah? And this is what is going on now. Even Taban aired it out last time. Yes. That there is a certain small village, a small state. Was being 6 Payam, now we need to be divided also to 2 states, which is not possible. We should have to maintain all these states, and then we see how we can develop them. The same thing in the state. The Payam that or county that we have, we need to develop them first.
Governor, what did you do now while hearing all this in your state? People come say, Governor has not put my son or somebody from our clan to be in his government. What did you do to ensure that you clean out those things out of their mind?
When you focus on this, then you will lose your vision and mission that was being given to you as a governor. Yes. I should have to continue with my work. Like when you are moving and you look back, you cannot go fastly. Yes. I cannot look back. I should have to do what I can do until the time comes that, Comrade Governor, your time is over. Then I leave a chance for the others to come. Because always changes are acceptable everywhere. Because when there is a change, there is a development.
Governor, let's look on something to do with relations. I believe Tong State has got neighboring state or that you're bordering. How is the relationship of people of Tong State with those other states?
At the movement, our neighbors, we are neighboring Eastern Equatoria, Yambio. We are neighboring Gog State. We are neighboring Lake State and Unity State, Gogrial State, Wow State. All these areas are remaining with us now peacefully. Okay. Because when we come and when this division comes, sometimes there is a challenges and sometimes there is achievement that are made by this division of the taking down to the people. Yes. Like Gog now, we have a very nice governor which is working hard, the same thing in Rumbek. They are now working on the borders issues. Okay. which everybody should have to brought into the book. When you make a mistake, you should have to be accountable for what you did. So now the security situation or the neighbors with us in Tong, all the neighbors state they are peaceful now with us.
Okay.
Yeah. There is small issues, but we are settling them. We are putting them to the orders.
Now let's look on the issue of after you were being appointed, I believe there is something that you have done to the people of Tong State. What are some of the achievements that you have registered after you being appointed as the governor of Tong State?
So, since we come to Tong, we start to form the government. We established the offices for the new ministers. We don't have offices, but Tong is a colonial district from the British that time. You have a physical infrastructure in the area, but they have been destroyed by this civil war.
Okay.
But the walls are there. But we start now renovating all these walls. We start with the Ministry of Finance. We went to the Ministry of Local Ministry of Information, and then we went now to the Ministry of Fiscal Infrastructure, which we are maintaining in their old building. We are renovating them so that we accommodate them, all this. So all these things are going on now in the state, which is my cabinet now is sitting comfortable in their offices, and then we are looking one by one to have that. In my area, when I was a commissioner, I built a very big office for the county headquarters.
Okay.
When I come back now, I start working on it, and now I'm sitting in it as a secretariat office, which is a very big office, and we maintain it, we make a renovation on it, and now we are continuing with construction on that building. With the little that we have, as you see that the country is facing very, very, very difficult economic situation in the country. But with this little resources we have, we are doing our best. We are maintaining our people, we are maintaining our offices, we are working on it, and then we also work on roads.
Okay.
We maintain a road along our state, so that we easy transport to our people who are bringing wood from outside. Because we have some area who are very bad, which cost us a lot of money, more than 3 or 4 million pounds, wasting on road. All these things, we work on it within such a situation, while there is a hunger gap in our area, but we cover it with all this. Because when the road is everything, road is money, road is food, road is helping you for transport. So I try my best to work on that. And I call upon the colleagues who are neighboring state so that they work on roads.
Now you have just mentioned something very good. As you wanted to ensure that services reach the people of Tong State, there are some challenges. We understand the country is having that economic problem. How are you generating? Have you been encouraging your local people, to come in and support the state government by collecting some small revenues from them?
Yeah, at the moment we are working on it. We prepare a bill with the local government ministers, so that we submit it to the assembly, and then when approved, immediately we will start collecting the revenue from the civilian. We have social service tax supposed to be collected, but we stop it all these times, so that we bring it to the law. So that we put it in order, we give it to assembly approve it, and then we have a team, combined team from executive and legislature, to move, to collect this money, and then they directed them to the block account. And then we sit down with the assembly together. We air it out the priorities.
Okay.
What's supposed to be done with that money? And I call all the citizens of Tong. Even now, I'm still calling them through this media. Let them follow those money once they are being collected, so that we know this money are going for project, not for the assistant.
You mentioned something good. Governor, issue that you have just mentioned, if I can reflect, issue to do with money, it's always a problem. And this comes to the point of corruption. Most of the officials are being found out of actually involving themselves in corruption. How will you ensure that your state government, as soon as you get these funds, is utilized correctly? What will you do?
Yeah, this is what I'm saying now. You need everybody to open his eye. Whether you're a student, you are a villagers in the village who are collecting the money, you should have to ask every year. When there is a meeting concerning the development, they should have to ask, raise your hand in the meeting, tell the governor, tell the commissioner, you collect the money last year. Where are they? What do you do with it? But not to write in the media that there is a corruption while you didn't go to see how people are working in the field. If you sit in Juba here and then you are demonstrated us in the state saying that corruption is there, and you are here in Juba moving up and down looking for whatever, I don't know. But you should have to be an intellectual. Go home, sit with your people, see how people are working, and then you challenge them in the meeting. In the meeting, this is where people come. Now I'm at the governor. When there is a public rally, when somebody asks me in the public rally whether it is good or bad, I can answer it properly.
Yes.
I can prepare myself to answer it properly because it's a citizen that I govern it. Huh? And I should have to be very careful for his question. When there is a street boys, when there is something that talking in the street, you should have to be careful for it to address it because that is the area that can challenge you. So I mature myself that this, if there is any collection from the public, must go to the public issues, not everybody to be playing with it. I mature myself that money of public I cannot touch it because I'm fought for it, and I liberated the people, and I should have to tell them that this is supposed to be done with this money, and I lost all whatever I have because of this country, so I cannot play with it.
There is a saying that there is no smoke without fire, and you mentioned something to do with, like, there are some people who are complaining that there is corruption taking place in your state. Mm-hmm. What do you say about this?
These people, there are people who come to me and looking for the position. When they miss it, then automatically they turn themselves as the opposition and they are challenging me. And we will challenge ourselves because we are from that state and we should have to confirm it. When somebody read it in the media that there is a corruption in that state, why not the team should be sent and then investigated that? As you know that we have a problem in the country. Yes. What do the government give us and then we didn't invest it for the development or for the whatever they need in the country, and then they talk about the corruption. Corruption is not easy. Somebody coming out from the school and then he challenged me while I'm taking gun to liberate him from the being a second citizen of the Sudan to be a first citizen of Sudan, and then I waste my time for wasting the money of the government. That one cannot happen in my life because I lost the loss of a family, which I cannot accept it.
So do you normally find a lot of challenges being from, like, somebody coming out of a school and try to challenge you? How have you been trying to, bring your points down, tell these people, please, my brother, let us come together and work for the betterment of Tong State. Let us leave all these rumors, all these things around and work for our people.
Yes, I've been talking to them. That's why they say that when they challenge like that, when they write in the media, nobody now was being harmed. But they are losing their way. And that's why I come and I call them one by one now to talk to them. Ya Jama, what you are doing is not true. We should have to join the hand. We go home and work together. Today is for me to do, tomorrow will be for you. Yes. They should have to remember that way. Because when I'm in position now, I'm not a permanent, I'm not fixed there. I will be there when my time over, somebody will come. If we challenge ourselves like that, okay, we will continue like that. When somebody come also, I take my pen and then I write the media or whatever come out. Then we lose. We will lose. We will not do anything. That's why I tell you, I should have to focus what I'm going to do in my state, then I cannot look back. But I see that all these people are my people, and they are, everything now in South Sudan is new, Even the politics is new. It started from 2005 up to now. Most of the people are in the bracket now. Yes. Between 2005 and to 2016 now. Those people, some are assumed that I'm a politician because they used to write in the media and all this. But when you are in such a seat, and when I am now, you will face that there is a difference. What I know, you don't know. Yes. And what you know, I don't know. But we join. We join a hand and we work together.
Let's join our hand and we'll work together. Viewers of SSBC, let's go for this short break. We will be coming back. Please don't go away.
Show is a platform where we discuss topical issues that affect the nation. We tackle many issues including economics, politics, peace and reconciliation, development, humanitarian support, education, among others.
Join me every Thursday from 8:30 p.m. And if you miss the Thursday edition, the repeat will be on Saturday from 12:30 p.m. Please don't miss the Roundtable Show, the voice for the voiceless. Welcome back from that short break. You're still watching this exclusive edition of the Roundtable Show. And we're still joined by the Governor of Tong State, His Excellency Akech Tong. And please, let's get to hear more about Tong State. Now let's look on the issues to do with the security in your state. There are some challenges of insecurity, as you've mentioned. How have you tried to address these challenges?
Yeah, thank you for that. It's a very nice question, and it's a question that's facing all South Sudan, especially in my state. Now, if you could look for the security situation in the state at the movement is calm.
Okay.
And there is issues vending in my state, which last time I come here and I met with the Chief Justice to request him to give us a special court headed by the High Court judge. Okay. And that special court will go and deal with the crime that happened in the state. We are now having almost 19 counties. Okay. And then the former Tong have almost 3 counties, which is split it to 19. All these 19 now we form 3 courts according to the previous counties. We have a special court in Tong, in Greater Tong South, one in Greater Tong North, another one in Greater Tong East. Those issues, there is a people who kill innocent people, looted their cattle, which they are going to, we are going to bring them to the book. Most of them are arrested now, almost 300 and something people have been arrested. More than 300 people have been arrested in Tong now, in the different various prisons, in Tong North, and Tong South, and in Tong East. Those people, they are being accused by killing, they are being accused by looting the cattle, and some now, they rebel. They went to the bush, and then they want to fight the people, while we want to arrest them because they loot the cattle from the people. Yes. So all these things are the one facing the state now, but the issue of gun in the hand of the civilian, illegally, is very dangerous. Yes. We need, us in Tong, to pay attention on it, and I submit a security bill to the Assembly, which was being passed, that all the legal guns should be collected from the citizen. And I involved the Republican of South Sudan, which are being given force here in the central government, such that I make a disarmament of them. If you could see on dry season, there is a shooting randomly in Tong, there is the people who are being looting cattle from innocent people and so forth. But now it's stopped. We're stopping by force. And that's why you see people are saying that I dictate people in the state. I'm not a dictator. But this law can be brought, we have a law enforcement agency, which we can force a law to the people. I'm now forcing law to the people who are looting, killing innocent people. If we did not bring them to the book, like you now, if you are a citizen in the Tong, and then your cattle were being looted and you don't have power, you come to the government, my cattle are being looted by somebody. We are being forced to send a police to go and bring your cattle back. If you refuse, you can be forced to bring them back. Yes. Some are threatening government that if you need the cattle, you take them through the barrel. Yes, we can take them through the barrel.
Where did they get these powers from, Governor?
They arm themselves illegally, which we don't know where they get the gun, but now I'm collecting them. And I will not hesitate. I will move with them until they accept that this is a law and this is the government. Yeah.
Governor, other than the security problems, what any other challenge do you face?
Really, we have an issue of economic situation in the country, which is facing me now. Even some of commissioners now, they don't have car. Okay. But I talk to the public. They should have to work hard to join their hand and then they buy their car to the commissioner in those states. Some town counties now, they are doing that, and they did it already. And we are working. If we get a car, we can give it to them one by one, because the authority should be looked smart.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell us about something to do with education sector. How is the education sector in Tonchi State?
Yeah, we are improving well in education. We have, me as a governor, as the authority in the state, I employ more than 30 teachers, so that they improve education in the country, in the state. Which we get almost 22 teachers teaching in Tong Secondary School, which is not enough according to the complaint from the student. But we increase it. We bring more teachers, qualified teachers. We have so many graduated here from Juba University, from Faculty of Education. We will employ them immediately. When we get such a person, we will work hard so that we employ him. The problem is this: when you employ somebody with a grade 9 coming out from the university, they are not accepting that grade, which is that challenging us. But if somebody accepted it, we will employ him immediately, especially on education, those who are graduated from education, from Faculty of Education. We will consider them at least, so that we at least, because the country now needs people who are educated, so that all these odd and differences will go out.
Governor, what's your future plan for Tonchi State? How do you want Tonchi to look like?
Yeah, all these things, when you dream like that, then it needs you to have money in your hand. Yes. But now we are working hard with the Minister of Education. We have a university now supposed to be open this at the end of this year, which is Alexandria University, which completely we give them all building, as I tell you. Now they have been renovated fully. Everything is there. Even the laboratory is ready. Accommodation is ready for the lecturers, and the classes are ready. Everything is ready. Just only a minor issue so that the university can be open. So we need Tong in the future to come to look better than Juba.
How will you do that?
We will work on it. With my people, I will work on it, because we will have a conference. We need everybody to contribute, not the government alone. Government now is contributing 60%, but 47% from the revenue is supposed to come to them from Tong, which I need everybody to contribute. Start from me up to those who are in Juba here. Somebody can give something to his people, so that Tong change from where it is to be better than Juba.
Governor, you attended the SPLM interim chairperson's induction workshop, and you've been sworn in to be actually now the chairperson, state chairperson in Tonchi State for the SPLM. How important was that workshop to you?
That is improving a lot to the SPLM as a party, because we listened to the workshop that was being conducted to us by the leaders itself, especially Komrawani contribute a lot. His Excellency President contribute a lot on this workshop, which is impossible to the other people. It cannot happen in other country. Leader to come and give lectures, but they did it. You know, that one now improved to us that the party is going to be very strong party in the Republic of South Sudan. So we are going to start immediately when we go back from here. We are going to start to strengthen the party at the field. We make a new instruction for the party, starting from the state to the county, Buma, and downward, which we will start from Buma upward.
2018 election, SPLM is going to contest. Do SPLM have clear and concrete votes from the people of Tonchi State? What could be the percentage that, since you have been impacted, since you have been given knowledge on how to bring more members to the SPLM, what will you assure the leadership of the SPLM?
What I want to tell you is this: our people in Tong are very educated people, which if you didn't take care for them, they will take care for you. That is what I want to tell you. When a differences go as what? In Tong, when election come, they will stand with the party 100%. Because they are challenging themselves so that they improve the service to the people in the state. Not that somebody, if you are in the leadership, don't take it that when they are challenging you, and then you say that these people are not the good people. No, they are very nice people. When the election come, the vote of Tong will be 100% to the party.
Let's look on the issue of peace implementation, Governor. Government is working hard to ensure that the peace agreement on the resolution of conflict in South Sudan is fully implemented with the support from the grassroots, people from your state, Tong state. How have you managed to ensure that you disseminate or you send the messages of peace that people should back up the national government?
We move forward with the people together and we tell them that the peace is a priority to us. And we talk about the security, we talk about the peace also to the people of Tong, which we tell them that without peace we will not enjoy this country. We will not enjoy the peace that itself. So we pass the messages along the radios, along the public rallies, and they are working on it. Even the people itself, they used to focus on that. They used to talk on that. Even the villages, they used to talk about the peace. So we are sure that the peace, we are standing with the peace, we are standing with the agreement in Addis Ababa, that we implemented it as is put in the book.
Okay. Governor, as we are concluding, we would like to know something to do with investment opportunities. Assuming there are some investors outside there, they're waiting to hear what are some of the investment opportunities in Tong State that in case governor has given them green light that you investors come in, they will go and invest. What are these kind of investment that is in Tong?
You know what, in Tong State we have a very fertile land. We need us at the movement to focus on agriculture. As well as the president gave us 20 tractors. We use them effectively because we took them last year here late, but we use them. We use them individually. Whatever we want to cultivate with the tractor, we give him a tractor to go and farm for his own farm. Also, we make a small areas with a certain fadan with the tractor. We cultivate on it, and some are coming out, and some are not okay. Some are being harvested, by the way, but some are being wiped out by the flood last year. But this year will be 100%. We will cultivate, and we will ensure investors, everybody that we want to invest on agriculture. Tong is a fertile land, is open to him, and we are ready to receive him and we protect him.
Okay, Governor, finally we'll be giving you a platform to send your message to the people of South Sudan and to send your message to people of Tong State, being within and in diaspora. I know you are actually having that hope that you need to develop Tong to be a unique city. So what message will you send to your people and people of South Sudan?
Yeah, thank you for that. Once again, I will tell my people in Tong State and all the country, especially those who are taking guns against their country, they should have to put down the gun and then we join a hand and we work together. Because when you have a differences, two people have a difference, it's not that one can talk going this way and another one talk this way. The differences cannot come together. You need the people to sit down and then they see the area that having a problem, say that to be solved. Yes. So I'm calling those outside who are killing innocent people, especially those in Ye Road and Numali Road, Tori Road. They should have to come in and tell us what they want to say. Yes. They cannot kill an innocent person who have no problem tomorrow. Everybody have a child, you know. I have a children, you have a children, and even that taking a gun, he have a children, but he had them somewhere. Yes. If I go now to kill his children, he will cry. Why are we killing ourselves for nothing? We sit down, we challenge ourselves. Even the president can be told, Mr. X, this one is not true. Yes. Tell him, say that he correct himself. But you cannot take a gun and fight him. He will hide himself with his gun also and fight you. Mm-hmm. So I want to tell my people, we join a hand, we sit down, and we go forward to see the country where we can take it. Number two is that when we are in the bush, we fought for Anyanya 1. And we get the agreement in 1972 in Addis Ababa. Yes. The same thing, we take a gun again. We fought from 1983 up to 2005. Yes. We get a peace agreement. Now you see we fought and it's not a solution. Mm-hmm. At the end of the day, it finished within 7 days in the table. So why not we take a table as a solution for our things instead of fighting? This is a strong message to my people that they should have to sit down and solve their problem instead of taking gun against their own people, which you are going to govern them tomorrow. What we do is that we sit down and we air it out. This is what can happen. For the people of Tong, I want to tell them very strong message. Tong is become a state. What are we going to do with it? Are we going to talk in the media such that the Tong improve himself? Are we going to talk in the social media such that the Tong improve himself? For me, no. We join a hand and we go home. And we work together. We challenge ourselves at home. If you need to challenge me, please go to your people. You'll be appointed as a member of the assembly. You just talk to me in the assembly. This is where you get your right. This is where you can challenge me, but not in the media. The media can destroy the image of the state, which we cannot accept. Such that the image of the state can be destroyed like that, or can be seen outside. Look, is a different things that happen in Tong. I beg you, my people, to come back home. Let us work together. Let us face challenges within. Challenges are being faced within, not outside. If you go to Europe and you talk about the Tong, and you go to Uganda or Kenya or East Africa, or say in Juba here talk about Tong, is not a solution. The solution is that to join your hand with me and then we go home. Let us develop Tong. Let us work for Tong. Let us work for the people of Tong who are suffering, who have no shelters, who have no food. This is what we can do. But I will do myself because I liberate the people of South Sudan. I contribute for that. And I will contribute for myself to develop the Tong state by any means.
Viewers of SSBC, that has finally brought us to the end of this exclusive interview. Remember, Governor just mentioned, he stresses point to do with, let's lay down our arms, we come to a round table, we air out our grievances, and then we come up with a solution. To people of Tong State, you have heard what your governor has just said. Come home to unite and build Tong State. That has finally brought us to the end of this interview. It's been a pleasure having you, Governor.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.